Hey guys, this is John, and I am playing Slogger, an IM who is rated 23-22. Let's play E6, and maybe this time I'll get a con. Actually, not looking likely that I'll get a con. Oh, this is Priyadarshan Kannappan. This is a guy who's a very strong IM, really creative player actually, who I played, I think, only once in tournament play, and I won that game. It was played about a little over a year ago. Let's go knight c6. But yeah, he's from India and he's studying at, I believe, Lindenwood University in St. Louis. So let's see what kind of game we get against him. Okay, I could take this pawn. Could also just develop. I think I prefer to develop. Maybe I should go g6. This might be a little experimental, but I'm going to play g6 and put the bishop on g7. I hope it's not too experimental to do this. Okay. We'll just proceed. I guess he's going to play bishop b2 is his idea. No, it's not. He's not going to do that. I'm going to take with the pawn. Because I feel like I need to play c5 quickly now. Should probably trade queens first, so I'll do that. I'm a little behind in development, though, is my issue here. I have to defend the c-pawn. Now he can put his rook on d2. So I might want to go knight f6 is what I'm thinking. But knight f6 he can play e5. Still though, I really need to develop. I could play knight e7. Knight e7 he has rook d7 though. Bishop c6. Just don't like the look of that for some reason. E5 is another possibility. E5 invites too much counterplay. Okay, I'm going to try this. And see how this plays out. He does bring the rook into d7. I think I have to play this move now. My plan is to take on e5 next. Assuming I can. I'm down some time now, so I have to be careful. He can take on a6. And he'll be threatening rook takes c6 at that point. Okay, let's just quickly do this. And wherever he goes to attack my bishop, I'll move my bishop again. So if rook b6, I'll play bishop a8. If this, I'll play bishop back to c6. And I hope I can get castled. I really want to get castled. He could take a draw now. Does not look like he's going to. I don't think I'm that worried about the a-pawn yet. It could become dangerous, but I'm not worried about it at the moment. He can play rook a6 and repeat again. Let's take with the pawn. And let's... Tough call on this one. I just kind of have to choose something. Let's go here. My pawns are dangerous now. They're very dangerous, actually. And he can't take this one because I play c2. So here, let's castle. And I want to do that. Okay. This position is fine for me. It's just my time is very poor.
Check.
Get his king over. Yeah, I messed this up. Messed this up a little bit.
Check.
I got checkmate,
Check.
basically.
Check.
Okay. I got lucky at the end. Yeah, I was losing at the end there after misplaying that rook ending pretty badly. So, okay, let's take a look. Let's see what I had. I think I played the opening risky. G6, I wouldn't repeat this idea. This is double fianchetto. I was kind of thinking that I might have pressure on his d4 square, so the knight on that square, but it didn't pan out that way, and I was just behind in development. It surprised me that he played b3 and then he didn't put the bishop on b2. Maybe he was worried about queen f6, actually. It's a pretty good idea. And if take here, I can take on b2. Wonder if that's what he was concerned about. So he just played knight takes. I took with the pawn. Possibly that's a mistake. Maybe I should take with the bishop. Let's just see what the computer thinks. Yeah, bishop takes is what it recommends. The pawn takes got me in a little bit of a pickle, I think. Ooh, and I should play c5. I was worried about rook d2. But I guess I can play bishop d4 and try to play pawn e5 and really solidify my outposted bishop. That'd be kind of funny. Yeah, taking, and I really allowed his pieces to come to some pretty good squares. Knight f6, and I'm really in trouble now. Somehow I managed to escape in one piece here. He must have missed a win, though, somewhere. Bishop c6. I go bishop a8. I'm always having to move my bishop. I definitely don't want him to be able to play like rook takes bishop, even assuming I had defended it like this, because then he gets two minors for the rook, and yeah, he's probably just winning. So that's why I kept running away. He kept the pressure on me on the clock on this one. I think this sequence worked out fairly well for me, actually. I think I found some only moves. These pawns look imposing. Actually, if he had played bishop takes a8, I was wondering if I could play c2 in this position. And then after this, go d3. But I guess not. Yeah, bishop f3 is a good reply. So that if d2, he takes on c2 and he covers the d1 square. So that was one complication. I don't know if I would have had time to figure that out. But he played the move rook d6. Oh, wow. Bishop d5. Oh, my gosh. There is zero chance of me finding that move in this situation. With that amount of time, I would never play that move in a million years. You could give me this position 1,000 times. I would never play bishop d5 with less than 30 seconds on my clock. Don't know if I'd find this move OTB, even with ample time. I'd like to think I would, but that is a really cool move. So the point is, if he takes with the pawn, then I have c2, rook c1, and I was thinking d3. Oh, but he just takes here. Okay. King e7. Attacking the rook. And after rook c6, d3, bishop f3, take on d5. Wow. trying to get a rook trade in. So now his rook has no protection. And if he were to take on d5, I can play d2 and I'll be winning. So apparently this is good for me if this actually were to happen. Rook takes c8, rook takes c8. Bishop d1. He has to give up the bishop. And then I don't even take it? Wow. Alright, we're going pretty far down the rabbit hole now. But, bishop d5. I'm just astounded by this move. And if bishop takes d5, I have king e7 once again. Incredible. Attack the rook. He moves. And these pawns are worth quite a bit. So what did I do? I took on g2 and castled. Guess rook d8 was a better chance. Yeah, now I was able to get to an ending that probably should be drawn. He has a c-pawn that is passed and could become dangerous, but you know, I think I played this okay. Yeah, here I should have checked immediately. Rook a4 to push his king off. I waited a move, and then he got his king over.
Check.
And then I should have gone... I did play rook a2. King d8. Okay, so that was a necessity at this point. Yeah, it should be a draw. As played, I got into a horrible position. But actually got some pretty good counterplay. What was his mistake? Yeah, here. Probably playing king f6. And right here, maybe, yeah, just king d6 would have been a better idea. Then if I take the pawn, he can try to go here and bring the rook to b8. If I go king here, he swings the rook over, and I can't stop this. If I play here, he has
check.
Check, followed by rook e8. It's over. I was just trying to play fast at this point. I didn't think I was going to be able to save this game based on the clock. But he slowed down a little bit, and I think he was trying to calculate an exact win, even though there might not one to be had here. Yeah, and here I definitely should have checked him, of course. Rook d1. I played this, which was a pretty horrible move. With very little time left.
Check.
Yeah, now
check.
He had c7 check, which was going to win.
Check. Check.
He was just trying
check.
to eliminate my last pawns. Crazy, crazy game. That bishop d5 resource. Back on. What move was it? Yeah, right here. Chess never ceases to amaze me, I tell you. It's just like you think you play these blitz games and you're like, oh, you're just messing around. And you are a lot of times, but then something like this comes up and it reminds you how rich chess is. So it's cool. All right, well, thank you guys for watching. Please leave me any feedback in the comments, and I'll talk to you guys later.